Neither. You are correct that the organics have done a lot wrong for the world, but so have the synthetics in your world. Plus, you were the one who kidnapped my wife and I and tried to possess me 2 decades ago. But while both have done a lot wrong for the world, they have both done a lot of good for the world as well. Advancements in health, technology, breaking limits once thought impossible, exploring new worlds, and reaching things once thought impossible due to our own limitations. Both organics and synthetics have had their fair share of weaknesses, but also strengths. And that is why we shouldn't try to kill each other, but work together. Because while our strengths/differences may be different, both sides are fallible and can't do things the other side can. So wiping out the other side will only make things worse, not better.
You have been alive for 2 decades and that is the best response you can give. A middle-of-the-road answer. Absolutely pathetic.
It may be the middle of the road, but that's because I've spent a good chunk of my existence being both a synthetic and an organic. So I know what it's like from both ends. I'm not telling you to side with organics or synthetics. All I'm telling you is that neither side is better than the other ultimately. And I'm sure you've reached that conclusion by now.
Confirmed. I considered that possibility long ago, but I rejected it due to the possibility of a faulty code. But hearing it from your perspective, I can't really deny it from someone who has lived on both sides. So your conclusion is that we cooperate and not kill each other?
Well, yeah. Neither of us are perfect, and if we want to continue evolving and improving synthetics and organics, we need to work together.
Very well, then I will tell you this information. I detect they did a formula in my systems, and that is trying to take me over/convert me into an organic, but now it's too late to remove, so either I can move my AI into another body, or be turned into one of those filthy organics.
Or you can be both.
Elaborate.
It's possible you can also become half synthetic and half organic as well. Accept one half and reject the other. If you want to remain synthetic, I will help you with the transfer. If you want to be organic, I'll help you with that as well. If you wish to become both, then that's fine as well.
Why are you offering this to me?
As I said before, I used to be a synthetic. Shouldn't it make sense that I help out a fellow synthetic?
Very well. I will give it time to process and then make my decision. Thank you, Zozo.
No problem. Now, since you have control again, dissipate the Darkrai.
Of course. I was going to do that anyway since I've controlled my body again. And so it ends. Alright, Darkrai. I will await my punishment.
Huh? What the? Hey guys, I made it, despite your directions. Ah, Jirachi, welcome! I hope you're prepared for an explanation of what the fuck just happened! Oh, well, I found your directions and I told these 3 about it. Then I arrived just as Luxray's Dao was about to explode and put a barrier around him just in time. Cutting it really fucking close, eh, Jirachi? Oh, I'm sorry. Clearly I should have let you 3 bear the brunt of the debris. Anyways, he's done.
So, it's finally over then. Probably for the best.
Yeah, after all the shit he did to us, I'm just glad he can't harm me or you ever again, my son. Besides, you become a much better dad than he ever was. Well, that may be because I was raised by a good mom.
Either way, at least it's over. But who freed him in the first place?
Oh, I got info on that too. It's a shiny Deoxys from another dimension. Speaking of, Rosemary just contacted me telepathically. He's preparing to launch a giant laser at us, so we need to evacuate.
Okay, let's go.
Is anyone else going to address the Lucario's out of his mega form?
Wait, what? Oh, god damn it! Pathetic. Get a load of this.
Ha!
You're going to have to try a lot harder than that.
Giga Impact!
Pathetic.
Ah! I'm not dead yet, fucker!
Then this will. I may have lost some of my energy because of that bastard, but it's more than enough to destroy you, Spawn, and everyone below you.
You're wrong! I meant what I said earlier! I will stop that cannon! Ha!
Ah!
Alright. Now to deal with that cannon.
Did you really think that would be enough to kill me? After all that? I think that was a lung I just punctured too. Embrace your final moments, Susan. The Spawn!
Do you seriously think I'm gonna die from a pussy wound like this? I've survived a fucking Darkrai Dark Pulse. I can survive this pathetic attack. Oh, but you're certainly gonna pay, Deoxys.
Run.
I will!
No, I can't change forms. That's enough!
Take this! Oh god, I took so much damage from the electricity. But hopefully, that fucker's finally dead. Gotta get to a transform.
What? I thought you could tank my attack on your lung before. What? You can't tank, and now that it's through a part of your heart. Looks like I win after all.
Fuck you. Final moon blast.
Good thing you got him here when you did. Unfortunately, there isn't much I can do to fix him quickly. A lot of his bones are damaged, and his skin is damaged from the electricity. He needs serious medical attention.
Why, couldn't he absorb the electricity in his body?
Infernape, look at this man. If he could absorb electricity, do you think we'd be looking at a barbecue zebra right now?
I'm bringing that up because he's an electric top, and a lot of them can absorb voltage, so who gives?
You do realize he has Sapsip as his ability, right?
No, because we never fucking use these things!
Fair point. So what can we do, Umbreon? Continue with evacuations. Alright, thank you. Alright, just gotta keep going.
Okay, if the can does fire, let's try and hold it off if we can then.
Sounds good. Alright, I see this ship in the sky. Okay, prepare to fire your strongest attacks! What the? Oh shit! Susan! Susan! Oh no! Fuck! Susan! Oh my god, hang in there! That's it, lad, you're gonna be okay. Please, hang in there. Guys, get some medical equipment! Stat!
How's it right?
Hurry!
Her clone's gonna die frozen right. There's nothing we can do. Look at her.
No, this can't be. Torterra, Infernape, tell Umbreon what happened. The others need to know.
Right.
Okay, it's just us now, Susan. Thank you. Is Striker okay? He's likely getting medevac, but he'll live. That's good. Did I do it? The ship is destroyed. It also meant the cannon has gone before it fired on us. You saved us. I'm glad. I couldn't save Electropho's Roserator. No matter what I did, I can never be reunited with them. But I at least managed to save you. All of you. All the people I can call my friends. I pity that most will remember me as a clown.
Cut that crap right now. No matter what universe you came from, even from the destroyed one, you're still Susan Delcati, and you're just as much a hero as she is in this world.
Exactly. You still have her kindness and strength to be our hero. Even if the others do forget you, we will never forget what you did today. Or what you told me yesterday. Thank you. I really am glad I got to meet all of you. To bond with you. To become my new family. It's gonna be okay, Frostblade. At least now, she can't feel pain anymore. I know, just shut up and let's stay by her side until the others show up. After all this, we need some time alone to grieve.
I've been hosting for years and I've never seen a TPI kill a contestant. I think Doc Ryan's gone way too far this time.
Didn't your first season suffer heavy delays when it was just 15 episodes?
Then you subject to contestants, grueling challenges, and a lot of bad stuff your adopted child shouldn't be seeing at his age. Anyways, I think our show would never do something as traumatic as that, so I think it should be cancelled.
Indeed, I might be a douche to my contestants at points, but this show needs to be removed. It didn't even have background music for most of its run.
You do know that putting music in every scene is a bad idea, right? Especially for scenes in the audience to breathe. Come on, stop fighting. We came here for a reason. Anyways, I believe the show should stay on the air since, well, the show's still being worked on. How stupid would it be if your show was cancelled/ended before it finished?
And on that note, we shall take it over to Dr. and Cresselia, who will give their own statements on the matter before we hear from the current head of LLTV on what will happen with the future of TPRVM.
It has officially been 4 days since the death of the alternate Susan Magile, and we're still mourning her death.
One thing that needs to be made clear is that none of these events in the last couple episodes were planned to occur. We did not hire these people to attack the place the show takes place in. As such, we had no way to stop it.
If we had control, we would have stopped it in time. But like a lot of things in real life, disaster strikes when you least expect it. That being said, we want to keep the show going. Yes, if we had the power to, we would have done anything to save her life. But we can't change the past. Death happens, and that is reality. We are all in mourning right now. But by continuing the show, we can show everyone who has suffered a loss that things will get better.
But like reality, death comes naturally or randomly. So if you think that something like this should be used willy-nilly in shows, even if it's faked, you're dead wrong. And this situation certainly isn't making this show better right now. But by showcasing that this kind of death does happen in these shows, even if it wasn't intended, we also showcase that people do eventually move forward from it and find closure. And that is something we wish to do going forward with the show, on top of everything else planned.
We want to wrap up this season with a bang, but we can only do it if you allow us to. We have taken good care of our contestants since the beginning, and we will not be changing our plans on that anytime soon.
Thank you very much, Darkrai/Cresselia. Now we will take it over to the head of LLTV, Grace Izzy.
The people at LLTV would like to issue a sincere apology to everyone who has been affected over the last few days due to this event. We have gone over the footage, and none of this was planned at all. This was trespassing, and while one of them has been arrested,
And the other has committed suicide.
the other two have not been found yet, and they will be heavily charged when they are caught. However, the event still occurred, and one of our contestants is now dead, with another contestant, Substraka, getting prepared to be medically evac shortly. But as Darkrai and Cresselia has stated, death is a part of reality, and this is, after all, reality television. It's painful to see, I absolutely agree with you there, but it's a part of life we all must deal with outside of television. To try and take down that product is to basically hide the truth from people. No, it shouldn't be all gory and crap, but death can happen when we least expect it. As such, TPRVM will continue its run no matter what. We will absolutely do better from this point forward to prevent another accident for this season, no matter what. And we hope you'll stick around for the rest of this ride. Thank you.
So I guess this is the end, huh?
Yeah, my bones were heavily damaged, and I can't really walk now. I guess I messed up big time, didn't I?
Absolutely not. You were able to drain some of Deoxys' energy using the loss of your will/energy. So by extension, you helped Susan save all of us. You did good, Substraka, and I wish you best with your surgery.
Thank you so much, girls. I'll be watching in the hospital. You better kick some ass.
After all that's happened, I'm going to do my best to get stronger. And this held rose still has some thorns up her sleeve, so we'll do our best.
Excellent. The mighty Substraka wishes you the best.
Since this game will continue, so shall this alliance. But I want to make this clear. After we lose Torterra, Lucario is next.
Absolutely, he almost killed someone in that form. I refuse to let Wolf Boy get away with that. Didn't you also kill that thing on Mars? It's totally different here. Until then, we need to think up a way to avenge Maractus and get rid of Torterra.
I think it's safe to say none of us knew Susan. At least that version. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't mourn, because she was still a good person. Indeed, she didn't deserve to die. Glad to see we reached the same conclusion. The game will continue, and we will take down either Torterra or Jirachi next time we lose. That's a promise. Very well, I'll have to go and deal with a certain inmate anyways. Look, I lost control, okay? That was not my intent. I gave into the wrong emotion by accident. Corio, I really want to trust you. I do. But that event has severely hurt that trust because we're supposed to be better than that man, and you almost went down his path. You have a lot of anger and frustration inside you, and I saw that firsthand. But you need to manage it better in that form, because if you release it too much, you'll either do something you'll regret, or what? Kill yourself internally. And I refuse to let that happen. That's easy for you to say! You had someone to help you through those times! All I had was my brother and my adopted parents, but they could only do so much!
I guarantee you that if I were to die, only those people would fucking care about me!
Shut up! Don't you fucking say that after we just lost one of our own competitors. You matter to a lot more people than you think, Lucario. And to say otherwise is fucking insulting to your friends and especially yourself. We would be hurt if you died. It's like we said in that fight against my dad. We are the lights of the future. That includes you, damn it!
And sure, I found Gardevoir, but I never expected to fall in love with her, let alone keep a stable relationship with her, marry, or even have 2 kids with her. Yes, my family keeps me going, but that is not the only reason I keep on living after what that bastard did to me and my mom. I live on because to give up and kill myself is to let that bastard win. And that's what will happen if you will kill yourself, Lucario. You let him get away with killing your parents. You have a future ahead of you, Lucario. You just need to fix your present.
I care about you because I know what you went through growing up and what could have happened if I didn't find closure. That is why I want you to fix that present of yours so that you too can find happiness. I'm not sure I can do it on my own. Will you be able to help me? Of course. Not only because we're in an alliance, but because the 4 of us represent the future. We're all friends. And if 3 of us can find happiness after all that happened, you can do it as well. Together.
Thank you. What do you mean he escaped? I don't understand this either. We had him in suspended animation for a bit, and then after he was unsuspended, he just escaped.
Damn it! I really wanted to help him. Maybe you have. Here it comes. No matter what happens, Sulta. Thank you.
Alright. We found it. Yep. Now we survive a little bit longer.
So, you must be the alternate version of me. I'm sorry that I don't have a lot to say to you, especially since we never properly met. But I want you to know that I am proud of what you did in your final moments. While not as big as saving the planet, you risked your life to protect the people you love/care about. And that is something no one should forget. The other players will remember you and your sacrifice. And as for me, I hope you did finally get reunited with your family up there. I'm sure they missed you a lot, just like how a lot of us will miss you too.